Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft with me, Bluestarr. How's everyone doing? I've made a little bit of change since my last video. As you see, we're out here in now my animal pasture area. You know, I came out the back side of the barn, I punched a hole out the back side of it, made it just like the other side. Hello cow, you're being a little noisy. Just extending the fence railing out here. If I'm right, this should be like a 9x9 grid. Originally I made 6 different pens. That way I could have, you know, the chickens, the sheep, the pigs here, then the cows, the horses, and I originally had these two, you know, separated like this. That way there was 3 on this side, and I put wolves down here in the corner. But as fast as I can catch them and put them in the pen, they somehow get out and escape. I don't know what the glitch is. I don't know what the problem is. But I was unable. I tried like 2 or 3 times to keep the wolves in the pen, and they keep running away. So, the wolves. Yeah. Bummer. So, I redid it. Gave the horses and cows a little bit more space. You know, just turned the 3 pens to 2 pens here. Gave them a little bit more space. That's the change out here. We'll talk about this right here in a minute. But as you can see, I'll stick my nose down. I made a staircase here, and I'll show you what that is here in just a minute. I got rid of the tree farm. I've actually got this thing growing mainly carrots and wheat right now. Just keep it mass producing for me. You know, I have my original 3 farms right there. I'm gonna keep them, but right now I just got this just mass turning carrots and wheat for me. I'll take any extra wheat I got. Thank you. As you can see, my inventory is full of all sorts of random stuff. Yay! Yeah, seeds and carrots. Haven't done much with the house. I think I put a couple beds upstairs. That way, you know, if I'm in the house and I need to go to sleep, I can, you know, run upstairs real quick and go to sleep to reset us back to daylight. Not a lot of changes here in the base. Let's, what was that? I was gonna try to clean out my inventory just a hair before we took off. Empty that there. Go ahead and process the copper. So, yeah, I have a few little new toys. Obviously, to get the animals there, I made this golden lasso here. Let me put that in real quick, that way you can see the recipe. Golden lasso. I hear you. I had to use one of my ender pearls, a couple of golden nuggets, and some string to make a golden lasso. Oh, crud. I did not mean to look at him. Yep. I think I just upset him. Oops. It happens. Wouldn't be a problem if he'd stay out, but he'll come back. He always does. Also made a safari net here. Safari. Should be... Nope, wasn't that one, obviously, because it's... There it is. You know, I need a piece of leather, a slime ball, some string. Now, to come up with the slime ball, that was a little bit of a chore. Let me reset. Let me go sleep here real quick. Not quite dark. Okay. And we'll wait a little bit. Empty some of the stuff out of my inventory. I don't need to be carrying all this stuff with me right now. I keep the bucket. Never know when I need the bucket. Dark yet? There we go. Now for slimes, it took me a while to figure out how to find the slimes, and I ended up having to do a little research. I got a hole in the wall over there. Enderman must have plucked a dirt block out of the wall. And to do that is, oops, okay. Bring up my mini map here. My options here. is there's a option here. Let me go to, oh, it's the surface maps options right here, available. Let me check right here. Yeah, right here. So as you can see right here, you can turn these different pieces on for your mini map. And one of them right here is called the Show Slime Chunk, and it's currently disabled. But if you enable it, back out again, as you can see my mini map, there are squares. There are those red highlighted squares, and those are actually chunks. Each one of those squares, the spaces between them are actually chunks. And that marks where it's considered a slime zone, according to the map. So I simply came under here and just noticed that right underneath here was a slime chunk in this cave cavern that I've had, that was right underneath me. I've explored it a little bit. I forgot where it is, but there's actually a mob spawner around here somewhere. I've got it disabled right now, so I ain't got to worry about the mobs. But as you can see, there's Mr. Slime right there. I came down a few levels. And inside this red chunk, once you're down below the number 30 line, slimes can spawn. So all I did was punch out the entire square here. You know, it's only 2 blocks high. And as you saw, I got a slime in the square. Then it also went down and did it again. That we had, you know, 2 levels they could form on. And as you can see, this one I kind of left semi-dark, because I didn't know if they would spawn in the light or the dark. So, just real quick how I get slimes. Your mini map will reveal it to you. I do know in some of the mod packs they actually have what they call slime islands. I think that's what I think it's some of the FTB servers that do that. But they give you a slime island. But as you can see, I just made this one a lot bigger room. And, you know, that way slimes can spawn down here. The other thing is, I did notice back here, I did have a cave when I was building this room. So I did jump in there and I run up and down the cave, lighten it up. Because slimes share the same spawn ratio with other mobs, like in instance, zombies, creepers, any one of them that spawn. And only so many mobs can spawn in an area. I don't know that number, but I researched it. I forgot to shut the gate, or, you know, reblock the path. Yep, that's good enough. Hop back up here. So that's how I found the slimes. Let me reset my mini map real quick. Surface options, slime chunks disabled, thank you. And this little cave was originally, hopefully, I was hoping just to stand down here and bury myself alive, and get the main tower up here to work, and, you know, start giving me lots and lots and lots and lots of, you know, different mob parts. And unfortunately, I think I only ever got one Enderman to fall in here. The rest of them I actually got to spawn in here, and I kept chopping their legs off. So I've spent I think one Ender Pearl, and as you can see, I've got, you know, 4 left. But that leads me to the main project I was working. Oops. Almost fell off the bridge. And that's going to be down here. I need to eat for a second. We'll eat on the walk. You know, I've seen the the reactor before. I went ahead and put a fence here just to keep anything that spawned, because I actually did have the pigman come through on me. Luckily, he wasn't angry at me, and I just, kind of left him there until he went back through. And then I remember put a fence up. Originally, this is the way I made this path down here. Is I literally just cut all this out. Came down here under the house, curved here, went down to about the middle of the barn. Originally, I didn't have this. This goes right up inside the barn. I can just give us another way in and out down here. And as you can start to hear, we're underneath our farm animals above, and you can hear them. And I built this little section right here. Got another room over here. We'll explain them. This is just simply a sound muffler. All the animals in here makes lots of noise. They're very noisy. You're out of your pen. Why are you out of your pen? Get back in your pen. But it's kind of hard to see, but right back there, we'll go around in just a minute if they'll move. Come on, come on. Kind of see it's flashing a little purple there. That is a spawner. Actually, sorry, let me correct that. That is a breeder. Simply by putting food in here, and it will feed the appropriate animal when they will eat. And obviously by having, two of the same animal, they both eat, they make babies. Behind the pig here, he's kind of blocking it a little bit. There's the backside of it, is the chronograph typer. And it's simply little purple circle there with a thing and the loop. It just, any babies on this side get sucked through it and put on the other side. That's all it does. Simply, so see, I just caught a little baby pig. The baby pig on this side, and you watch him here in just a second, he'll vanish. He just pops out to the other side. That's all it does, is separate the babies from the adults. And unfortunately, for the weak-hearted, you may not want to be paying attention to this, but this is a grinder. As you can see, it has 0 effects, does not hurt the kids. But an adult, when one of these things grow up, it'll eat them. It literally will chew them up, and yeah. Well, they get processed. Throw these eggs out of my inventory real quick. Down here on the back side, I have this. It's, as you can see, it's a reinforced tank full of mob essence. That is the main reasons for doing that, is I am collecting mob essence. Every time the grinder eats anything, mainly, animals, mobs, anything like that, it'll eat either one. It'll get a little bit of mob essence, starts to fill up the tank, but, as you can see, I'm running it out. And any parts like, meats, feathers, eggs here, it just, exits out into the chest. Very simple. You do have to power it. The chronotyper up there is also powered, and over here is the reader. It's kind of hard to see, or for me to target because of hopper. But as you can see, it's got seeds and wheat in it right now. The hopper's just an overflow, that way. Add a quick way to dump it, it'll keep feeding it. But as the chickens, because the chickens will eat the seed, the cows and the sheep will eat the wheat. So as they're needed, the breeder will feed them. See, I think the cow just got fed there. Yeah, you cow, you got to come over here. Oops. That was the sound of a pig dying. But anyhow, yeah, they breed, and that's how we collect the mob essence. And that leads me to what the other room's all about. Ta-da! I hadn't finished this. I wanted to actually save it and finish a lot of it. I've ran electrical power wire. I've ran a fluid aqueduct right there. I've put in some covers right here. That way the floor will be flat when I'm done. But in this room is where I am going to start to spawn the mobs, aka Endermen, zombies, skeletons, creepers if I need be. I'm going to put them in this room. But for the spawner to work, I had to have those mob essence. That's what all of that is. All this is for is just to help me produce mob essence right now to get the spawner over here to work. There were other options. You know, I could have found a natural mob spawner in the wildlife and then, you know, built this room over there near it. Or, you know, animal husbandry, you know, it's providing me meat, so I just decided to go ahead and do it this way. So, very simple. As you can see, I got power line, fluid duct line running right here. Comes over here. I'm going to put a grinder right here, just like I have on the other side. That way I can put a chest here where I'm kind of standing right now. Actually, I think I'm going to put the power supply in the power supply down one right there, and the grinder there with the chest on top of it. This is that way I can bring that tank over here and drop on top, and it'll provide the fluid that's needed. So that's the game plan there. It's dark. Let's sleep for again real quick. Morning. Lots of eggs, lots of eggs, lots of eggs. Okay. So let's go back and start building the missing pieces we need. I'm going to need a chunk of glass. That way I got a window to peek through. I'm going to need a iron door. I want an iron door that way, you know, it can't be beat open or broken down easily. I can actually lock the mob inside. I'm going to need to build a grinder. And I'm going to need to build the mob spawner. So we got lots of pieces we need to build here real quick. So we're probably going to need some iron. Let's see what else we're going to need here. Probably going to need redstone. I have no doubt we're going to need redstone. So let's start collecting this stuff. Let's do a iron door. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just straight iron. Not a problem. Next, I said we're going to need a grinder. Okay, we need Invar. That's aluminum Invar. We're going to need some tin gears, which is iron, tin wrapped around iron, so we need some tin. Yeah, that should be enough. We're going to need some plastic sheets, a book, paper, and leather. Ah. Forgot about it. Bear with me, guys. Got to go for a little sprint down here. I forgot to bring the leather. That was another reason for, you know, using animals too, is to build some of these pieces. I needed more resources, and one of those pieces happens to be leather. Moo. I think I have paper, but I want to make sure. Okay, what else do we need? Leather, paper, obviously gold. Okay, the next thing we'll need is the thing that's called a mob. Nope. Mob. Counter, mob essence drum. Okay. Spawn. There we go. Auto spawner. Magma cream. So we need slime balls and blaze powder. To get blaze powder, we need a blaze rod. To get a blaze rod. Okay, fluid transposer. and gold dust. So, there we go. There's a little bit of gold dust. Fluid transposer, 1, 2. And that was redstone was being mixed in with it, right? Okay, yeah. Destabilized redstone, 200 millibuckets. Okay. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Thank you. Okay, what else did we need here? Emeralds. We got a few emeralds. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Mayday. 1 emerald. Please tell me I've got a hidden emerald somewhere. Please, 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 please. Please. Oh, already had them. I still need an emerald. No emerald. Sad face. Sad face. Boo. May have to go visit the villagers. See what they will take to give me an emerald. Darn it. Thought I had more than that. My apologies, guys. Plastic sheets. Ooh, I just saw something. Nether wart. That might be something else I need to go find is nether wart. Nether wart. Ugh. But we'll build a few of the pieces here.